Hello, my name is Sean Barrett, and today I've decided to do my speech on PTSD and its effects on veterans. PTSD, or post-traumatic stress disorder, is a mental health condition that's triggered by a terrifying event, either experienced or witnessing it. American veterans are hit extremely hard by this disorder due to traumatic experiences such as seeing dead bodies, being shot at, killing people, being ambushed, worrying about family, and getting hit by mortar fire. People with PTSD may become emotionally numb, especially in relation to people with whom they used to be close. They may lose interest in things they used to enjoy. They may startle easily or be irritable, become aggressive, and may have trouble falling asleep and staying asleep. They avoid situations that remind them of the original incident and often find anniversaries of the incident to be very difficult. I know firsthand the effects of PTSD and its debilitating nature. I am an Iraq War veteran. I served 2 tours in Iraq, experiencing many of these traumatic experiences that can cause PTSD. I struggled with seeking help at first and found myself in a destructive state of mind. PTSD symptoms seem to be worse if they are triggered deliberately by another person. I repeatedly relive trauma of war in my thoughts during the day and in my nightmares when I slept. These are called flashbacks. Flashbacks may consist of images, sounds, smells, or even feelings. They are often triggered by ordinary occurrences such as slamming a door, a car backfiring, or being in a place that looks where the trauma took place. When I had a flashback, I felt the emotions and physical feelings that occurred when the incident happened despite no longer being in danger. Vets make up 7% of the American population, but they account for 20% of its suicides. A veteran dies to suicide every 80 minutes. In 2012, more U.S. soldiers, seamen, airmen, and Marines died by their own hands than in battle. Suicide was the #1 cause of death among U.S. troops that year. People suffering from PTSD may have multiple reactions to trauma. These may include anxiety, headaches, depression, flashbacks, nightmares, panic attacks, feeling detached, and even substance abuse. Out of these two wars have created 1.5 million new vets. Out of these vets, 834,467 vets have obtained VA health care. Out of those vets, 239,174 vets were diagnosed with PTSD. Out of the 2 wars, 50,409 soldiers were wounded in action. PTSD is far more common than physical wounds. According to the Department of Veterans Affairs, 55% of U.S. military service members returning from Iraq and Afghanistan are seeking veteran health care services. That's a new record for U.S. wars. $600 million is how much the VA will pay for PTSD treatment for these veterans. If you suspect that you or a loved one has PTSD, it is important that you seek help right away. The sooner PTSD is confronted, the easier it is to overcome. The only way to overcome PTSD is to confront what happened to you and learn to accept it as part of your past. This process is much easier with the guidance and support of an experienced therapist or doctor. It's only natural to want to avoid painful memories and feelings, but if you try to numb yourself and push your memories away, PTSD will only get worse. You can't escape your emotions completely. They emerge under stress or whenever you let down your guard, and trying to do so is exhausting. The avoidance will ultimately harm your relationships, your ability to function, and your quality of life. According to the National Center for PTSD, here are reasons you should seek help. Early treatment is better. PTSD symptoms can change family life, and PTSD can be related to other health problems. PTSD self-help tips. Reach out to others for support. Post-traumatic stress disorder can make you feel disconnected from others. You may be tempted to withdraw from your social activities and your loved ones, but it's important to stay connected to life and the people who care about you. Avoid alcohol and drugs. Substance use worsens many symptoms of PTSD, including emotional numbing, social isolation, anger, and depression. Challenge your sense of helplessness. It's important to remind yourself that you have strengths and coping skills that can get you through tough times. Spend time in nature. Anyone with PTSD can benefit from the relaxation, seclusion, and peace that come with being in the natural world. Remember that trauma is a contagious disease. It affects everyone that has close contact with a traumatized person. Everyone can survive. Seek help and make the difference. Thank you. Have a great day.